Hello, everyone. My name is Cosette, and you're listening to Everything and More podcast. We're coming to you from two different locations. So I'm from Massachusetts, and my co-host Camille is from Southern California.
Hi, everybody. My name is Camille, and like Cosette said, I am from Southern California, and I am 18 years old and a sophomore in college. I'm a public relations major.
I'm also 18 and a sophomore in college, and I'm a film major too. No, she's not a film major, so I don't know why I said two. She is a public relations major, if you didn't hear that already.
Yep, exactly.
Because she just said it 2 seconds ago.
Yep, I am. And we met because we both go to the same school in California.
Yeah, so one night, it was a Monday night in the beginning of October. I went to the Fireplace, which is a place where there's fire. And so I was there, and Camille and two of our other friends were singing. And then my friend went over there, so then I went over there too. And then Camille was like, "Hi, I'm Camille." And I'm like, "Hi, I'm Cosette."
I don't talk like that, everybody.
And so, yep. And then I went back to Massachusetts, like, for a whole entire week, so I didn't even...
Yeah, and we didn't see her for, like, a long period of time. It was actually super weird. Yeah. It was, like, we met this girl. Because, like, in the first couple of weeks of college, you're just meeting, like, tons of people, and you're, like, trying to decide, like, oh, who am I going to be friends with? And, like, so we met her and then didn't see her, and we were like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess maybe she doesn't want to be friends with us.
Yeah, I literally went all the way back home. Like, I don't even know why. Because literally, like, the first month of college, I don't know. I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to go back to Massachusetts. Like, I was literally looking up schools in Massachusetts for me to, like, transfer to.
Wait, really? You wanted to go home that bad?
Yeah, I literally...
Bro, I did not know that.
Yeah, like, the first month, I literally was so homesick, and like, before I went to college, I didn't even think I was going to be homesick at all. But for some reason, I was. And then, so then I got a plane ticket back to Massachusetts for a week. And then I came back, and then I didn't want to go back to Massachusetts, and I wanted to stay in California. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, it was after you met me, naturally.
Yeah, that's probably why. I probably wanted to stay there because Camille was there.
That's a great first story of how we met and became friends. Then we started hanging out every day after that. Well, when she got home. We played Heads Up. We played lots of games. And we met.
Yeah.
Became
and
friends.
We watched a lot of movies.
We watched lots of movies. Lots of Bachelor nights. What else did we do? Lots of trips. We went to Los Angeles. We went to the beach.
We went to downtown Disney.
Cosette stayed at my house for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I went to her house for Thanksgiving. And we went to San Diego.
Yep. So we've been great friends ever since we met. So next we're going to talk about a little bit why we decided to start this podcast. So basically one day Cosette and I were FaceTiming with my roommate Alexis, and after I forced them to watch the Watermelon Sugar music video by Harry Styles, to go watch it if you haven't seen it.
It was terrible.
Oh, it is not terrible. That was so rude. Anyways, we're gonna talk about that later when we're done. That was so rude. I like lost my train of thought because that was so mean. But we started just joking back and forth about starting a podcast together, Cosette and I. And so like my roommate came up with a couple of names, and we were like, "Wow, this sounds like a good idea." And so then back and forth just the whole night we were like, should we do a podcast? Should we not do a podcast? And we decided to do it. And here we are recording our first podcast. So that's fun. And by the end of the call, we were just brainstorming names, and it just seemed like a good idea and a good fit. Cosette and I, we tend to feed off of each other, and our personalities go together really well. So we just thought that this would be fun and a good idea. Maybe we'll see where it takes us. So, yeah.
Yes. So now we're going to talk about like what our interests are. So some of the things I am interested in is editing videos, because I have a YouTube channel, and I also like to go to the gym, but I can't really do that right now because the coronavirus. And so I've just been running, and I also like writing different stuff.
Also, she's been doing some Chloe Ting workout videos. So if you want to see that, go check out Cosette's YouTube channel because she's really good at it and it's fun to watch because Cosette is funny. Right, Cosette?
Yeah, I am, yep.
Anyways, so I really like music a lot. I play piano and I love to sing. And my most recent guilty pleasure is working out to One Direction. Suddenly I've become a fan.
Yeah, she likes doing dance videos. Like,
yes, I do. I love to dance. I think that's a great way to work out.
Yeah.
And burn some calories, do some cardio.
Yeah, wait,
it's fun.
Didn't you make like a One Direction dance yourself?
I did. Thank you, Cosette, for telling the people. I did do that. I just think, okay, me personally, I like dancing better than running because running, it just gets so redundant to me. I feel like you're just, I don't know, but so dancing is my forte. And so, yeah, I put together a couple of like workout routines that go to certain songs so I can burn calories and have fun while doing it, listening to One Direction. But anyways, that was a lot of talking from me. Lastly, I like watching TV. Literally name a teen drama on television and I've probably seen it. Like, I'm talking Vampire Diaries, Gossip Girl, PLL, like all the works. I just love television and I think that's one of the reasons I'm going into PR for entertainment.
Have you seen Outer Banks?
I keep hearing about Outer Banks. Should I watch it?
Yes, I literally I didn't watch it for like the longest time, but I watched it like last week and I watched it in literally 2 days. So yeah.
Yeah, I just finished on Netflix. I finished All American, the 2 seasons that are on Netflix right now. It was really good.
Oh my gosh, my sister loves that show, but I've never seen that.
Oh, yes, it is really good. If any of you guys know Michael Bailing, send him my way. Just please do it. Anyways, those are just some of our interests, and obviously we could build a conversation about any of that stuff, so be looking forward to that on a little bit on this podcast. Cosette and I just wanted to just chat a little bit about the podcast itself, and we thought we'd do a quick time for highs and lows before we just get into really what the podcast is going to be focusing on. So, Cosette, what are some of your highs and lows for the past week?
Okay, so my high of the week was I had a campfire with my siblings. Well, we didn't go camping. We just had a fire on, like, the beach, and there was a cool sunset. Like, it was red and pink, like a sunset looks. So that was cool. And so my low of the week was I literally think there's something wrong with my knee because like a few weeks ago I like went onto my knee somehow, like I went on the ground and then my knee just cracked. I'm like, what the heck? And I thought it was just nothing because I feel like people's bones crack like all the time or whatever. But then like every time I put pressure like on my knee, like if I like squatted down or something, like my knee would just like hurt a lot. I'm like, what the heck? And then like when I was running, it started hurting, and it used to not even do that before. So I'm like, what the heck is happening? But like today and yesterday, it wasn't really hurting as bad.
That's good.
So that's probably good. But maybe I should go to the doctor because I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds rough, but I'm glad it's feeling better the last 2 days. That's good. Let's see. So my high for the week obviously is recording this podcast with Cosette.
Wow.
Yes.
It's a great high.
Yes, honestly, it is. Cosette and I, we were gonna record this weeks ago, but a lot of stuff has been going on in the world.
We were
and
like for a long time ago.
The vibe just wasn't right.
Beginning of June.
And also, like, I feel like it gave us more time to think about what we were gonna do and really get into like a groove and
Yeah,
get into a
because
good
we
place.
had literally a bunch of different ideas that we wanted to do. Like, we're like, oh, we're going to do, like, literally everything.
Yeah, we was going to throw in some true crime once a week.
Yeah,
we both really like true crime, so that makes sense. But also, like, we're just gonna talk about, like,
doesn't make sense.
All these college and lifestyle things, and then 1 week we're gonna be talking about murders and kidnaps.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make
that just
any
wouldn't
sense.
fit in with the rest of the theme that we're trying to...
Yeah, we realized that we were crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, my high for this week, besides recording this podcast, is a few days ago, the iconic boy band Big Time Rush put out an acoustic version of one of their songs worldwide. And let me just tell you, it was like art. It is art. The harmonies, the background vocals, and they recorded it from 4 different locations. The
Really?
talent. Yes. And they sound just as good as they did back in the day, like when they were young. So, like,
Yeah. How
11 out of
now?
10.
Like, how long ago did they record Big Time Rush?
I'm not even sure. Big Time Rush was on when I was like maybe 10. And like
Really?
11,
That's
like
so
that age.
long ago.
I know they stopped, I want to say maybe like 2013-ish, but it was a long time ago. But
yeah, I literally never watched that show.
never? What do you mean never?
Yeah, I literally never watched it because back then I didn't watch shows with real people in it. I only watched,
Yeah,
like,
you told me
cartoons.
about that. Why don't you tell our viewers about how you didn't watch
Oh, yeah.
TV with people?
So, up until I was probably like 10 or 11, I literally only watched cartoons because I didn't like how people laughed in the background of like real people's shows. So,
Like a studio audience?
yeah, so I didn't watch like
a ha-ha.
iCarly or Victorious or like any of those shows because I did
You
not.
didn't watch iCarly or Victorious?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah.
Childhood stolen.
Yeah. So I never know what anybody is talking about when they mention either of those shows. I'm just like, oh, I never watched that.
Shoot, we got a lot of time. Get on that now.
Maybe. Probably not.
There's a
too
One
late.
Direction episode of iCarly, in case you wanted to know. But anyways, I just looked it up. They disbanded in 2014, so it's been 6 years.
6 years. Oh my gosh. Wait, so were they a band before and then they made a show about it?
No,
Oh.
they were a show. It was just a show. They started out as just the band on the show, and then they got popular. So then they
Oh.
like basically they ended when the show ended.
So they weren't an actual band.
I think they went on like one tour after that, and then they stopped. So, but they were iconic. Anyways, and then let's see. I already did my high. What's my low? My low for this week is that unfortunately my dad is going to be out of town for Father's Day, and like just my dad and I were really close, so that's a bit of a bummer. But he'll be spending time with my grandpa, who is sick right now, so that's really good. And my cousin who lives with me went with him, so I will be probably going out to see them soon, so that'll be good for me
Yeah.
and my
that's
family.
Good.
But yeah, I'll miss him on Sunday.
Oh, how far away is your dad right now?
Oh, my dad, he's about 3 hours north from where we live. So yeah, he's kind of far away, but he'll be coming back on Monday for like work and stuff because he has to go to work.
Oh, okay.
But I was supposed to be going with him this week, but I felt a little sick yesterday when we were supposed to leave, and I don't want to be around my grandpa when
you're
I'm
sick.
sick because there's a coronavirus, just in case. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that.
But are you still sick today?
No, I'm better now. It was just like a day bug.
Oh, so you're only sick for literally one day.
Yeah, it was just a teeny little bug.
Yeah. So, why did we choose the name Everything and More for the title?
Well, because that is a great question.
Because I definitely do
She
not
doesn't
know the answer to that.
So I'm just going to
at
take
all.
this one. We chose the name Everything and More for our podcast because we want to use this podcast to cover, I guess, a wide range of topics. We'll just talk about all types of teenage girl things that everybody is interested in hearing, okay? Because we know that's just what Everybody. No matter who you are. This is for all audiences, all ages, all genders.
Everybody. Well, you just said teenage girl.
Yeah, because we're teenage girls. We'll be talking all about teenage girl things, but anyone can listen, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to be talking about focusing on our interests and our college experiences and just our lives in general are very different. Cosette and I, because we're both very different people. I think that's why we mesh well together. But we just thought about a lot of different names and a lot of different like themes we were going to go with, but that one just seemed to fit the best with what we wanted to do with this podcast. So that is why we are called the Everything and More podcast.
Yeah, we thought about literally so many different names. Like,
we were okay. My favorite was that got vetoed was Sprinkle of Joy because all of our friends thought it sounded like a podcast for grandmothers. Yeah. So maybe really? when we're old and we're grandmas, we could come back and do a podcast revival called Sprinkle of Joy.
Yeah, but literally we sent like all the names to our friends, but I don't think we ever sent this one to our friends. Like we never sent.
We just knew it was it. We just knew we liked it.
Yeah, we literally never sent it to them.
We were like, we don't care what our friends have to say.
Yeah, because they would probably
like this
they would probably say that's a terrible name.
Yeah, I know. All of our friends are like, I hate this name. I hate them. I'm not going to listen to their raggedy podcast. Yeah, none of our friends like us. Honestly, we will sit and like Cosette will call like our group chat of friends. She'll call it all the time, and the only one who ever answers, and ever answers, but the only one who always answers right away is me.
Yeah, literally, there is 13 people in our group chat. Literally, like 13, and literally Camila's the only one who ever answers. Like I called the other day and nobody answered, and the only reason nobody answered is because Camille didn't answer because Camille wasn't there.
Yeah, I was busy the one time that I'm busy because that calls the group chat and like literally nobody else picked up. Because I don't even know when the last time all of us talked to each other was because of coronavirus. But that's a whole other podcast that we'll get into and do.
We'll tell
about college and friends and corona.
All about our friends. Yeah. Oh, and also Camille, like when we came up with the name, she spent like so much time doing like the cover art, like literally like
guys, I really did
like 5 million.
Like I'm not an artist whatsoever at all, so like the struggle that it was to even like get that together.
Yeah, I don't even know how you did that. Like what app did you
I really don't know how I did it either. It was late at night. It was like 2 a.m. and I was just coloring away our faces into the little art I did. So let me know if you guys like it, and if you hate it, I don't want to know about it. Thank you.
Don't tell us if you hate it. Yeah, I tried to do it too, but it was literally so hard. It's like so much harder.
Maybe we'll do a comparison, a side by side of the two of yours and mine for
Instagram story.
On our Instagram. Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to Everything and More podcast with Cosette and myself. If you like our show and want to know more, check out our Instagram. It's the Everything and More podcast, or leave us a review. And I just really thank you guys all for listening to our first podcast, and this will be the first of many. So thank you so much, and don't forget to join us next week. We'll be posting every Sunday.